With the NFL trade deadline fast approaching, the Dallas Cowboys and New Orleans Saints find themselves at a crossroads. Both teams are coming off embarrassing losses, and with their season slipping away, a significant roster shakeup could be on the horizon. A potential trade between these two franchises might just be the spark one of them needs to turn things around. The Dallas Cowboys have a glaring need at the running back position, while the New Orleans Saints are in the midst of a freefall. Considering each team's current state, both parties may be wise to consider picking up the phone before the November 5th trade deadline. Within days of each other, the Cowboys and Saints suffered ugly losses that should leave each franchise doing some soul-searching. The Saints extended their losing streak to 5 games with a 33-10 Thursday Night Football loss to the Denver Broncos. Even still, the Cowboys weren't to be outdone with their loss last Sunday, as the Detroit Lions rolled into Arlington, Texas, and destroyed Dak Prescott and company 47-9. While injuries have been a primary issue for the Saints in recent weeks, the Cowboys have been plagued by a struggling running game all season. After New Orleans dropped to 2-5 on Thursday, former NFL quarterback and current analyst/media personality Robert Griffin III laid out a path for the Cowboys to pursue a trade for running back Alvin Kamara. Griffin pointed to the Saints' struggles and said if they continue the downward tumble, Dallas should attempt to make a move to acquire Kamara. Injuries have derailed New Orleans' strong start to the season. They're without quarterback Derek Carr and their top 2 wide receivers, Chris Olave and Rashid Shaheed, among others. Although the 2 losses that started the skid with Carr under center were by a combined 5 points, the 3 losses that followed have come by a total of 60 points. As for the Cowboys, the running back by committee approach hasn't panned out as Jerry Jones initially hoped. While Rico Dowdle has been decent, with 59 carries for 246 yards, Dallas ranks last in the NFL in rushing yards per game and has scored only 2 touchdowns on the ground this season, one of which Prescott ran in himself. Dallas could benefit tremendously from adding Kamara if the Saints are open to moving him. The hypothetical deal could also make plenty of financial sense for the Cowboys, as they aren't in a position to pay top dollar next season with additional contract extensions coming on the horizon. Kamara has no guaranteed money on his deal next season, which also marks the final year of his current deal. Although the 29-year-old running back would bring a salary cap hit just north of $29 million if the Cowboys kept him in 2025, Kamara's contract sets up nicely if they opt to address the need at running back and want to contend this season. As November 5th draws nearer, the Cowboys and Saints must evaluate their next steps carefully. Could a bold move involving one of the league's most dynamic running backs be the answer to Dallas' ground game woes? The deadline looms, and only time will tell if these two struggling franchises will strike a deal that could reshape their seasons.